All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It is all three of us, Scrumptious, aka Armando,
Daniel.
And Cygnus, aka Denny.
and we are here for Hofstra Esports Draft League Season 4. The return to
Woo!
singles.
Yay!
And an even more peak format if Daniel would love to explain because it was his lovely idea.
Yeah. So, what I kind of came up with this time was we'll do singles, but what if we kill all the good Pokemon? What if we make them bad?
Yeah!
Yeah. So Great
Death
Tusk,
to
none of
Strength.
that. Great Tusk, none of that. Lando T, none of that. King Gambit, none of that. You won't be seeing anything like that here.
Can I
Not this.
smuggle in a Miraidon dressed up as a Cyclozar?
No.
Okay. Just thought I'd ask.
Yeah, it just means it opens the doors for so many mediocre, bad Pokemon to actually be good in this format. No more like brain dead teams. No more JMAS OU 6 Pokemon every week. None of that. We're gonna be seeing some fun, interesting, and new Pokemon, and it's gonna be
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, I really feel like in this season we're going to see the lines be really blurred between the high point, quote unquote, best Pokemon and the lower point ones. I feel like there's going to be much less of a difference between those this season as opposed to some we've had in the past.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That Pokemon leaderboard finna go crazy this season.
Yeah.
MVP
Yeah, I have no
race
clue
will
what
be
to
a battle.
expect.
Yeah, it's gonna get even more crazier this season because we got 16 full players all ready to participate and throw down. Logo reveal. Boom. Not all of them are here. We are still pending one logo, but that seems to be tradition now based off last season. Man,
Yeah.
look at all these spectacular logos. So awesome, so cool.
Yay.
Yeah, including rebrands from two of the three of us who are here.
True.
Again, thank you, Daniel, for being consistent.
Hi, I like the logo I made.
As you should.
But yeah, we've got a lot of new players. Obviously, a lot of returning classics. You know, we got our hunters, we got our taco lovers. Cal from season 1 returning back to throw it down. Lots of bangers are gonna be happening.
Yes.
But speaking of bangers that are happening, the draft is what's most important. What did each person pick?
Yeah, they're gonna be using this Pokemon for the next 8 weeks. Better like what you got, yeah.
Yeah. And I think most people would say they definitely liked what they got because we got some crazy picks. First in the first pick and then in general.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, first pick, probably the one that's probably the overall versatility and strength wise is probably the strongest pick with you taking Conkeldurr there, Daniel, and all around first round, a lot of really scary threats. Only one Terra Captain being taken in round one, that being Marcus's low kicks.
Yeah. It
But
makes
round
sense,
two
though. It's a
saw a
high
few more
value
go.
Pokemon in general.
Yeah.
You want to take that pretty quickly.
Yeah, round two saw a few more Terra Captains going, and the floodgates open from there on.
Yeah, but it's always fun to see the nitty gritty like 1 to 4 pointers that people start to scramble to get
Yeah.
how and when they prioritize to get them.
Yeah, also shout out to Taco Lover unveiling the team rebrand mid-draft right after picking their new mascot Hisui and Zoroark.
Yeah, it was so
Massive
raw.
props to that play.
Very brave.
That was an awesome moment.
I really do wonder
But
what
yeah,
would have happened if Zoroark got taken. But that is a timeline we do not live in.
and we're all the better for it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, looking at it overall, I think there are some strong teams. I don't think there's any like uber weak teams. I mean, I guess like I guess we kind of joke about it with 11. 11's team is, I guess compared to the
Damn,
rest,
calling the
maybe
guy
not
out
the best.
here.
But he does have all three of them fully online. I mean, it can definitely work. Absolutely, I could definitely see Piplup
Yeah.
Sweep going down. But if we were to comparatively, put it side by side with the other ones, it would look less terrifying.
Less
But
threatening, yeah.
that's
I
what
mean,
that's
I
what
don't
they
know.
get
Back in
you.
season 3, that Piplup Trilling Water did a lot of damage in season 3. Piplup Sweep is not out of the question.
Absolutely not.
Entirely.
That Piplup's gonna take lives.
Yeah.
Man, I'm trying to
Yeah, and if you have a Ditto on your team, I'm always a bit scared.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially in singles where like if someone sets up, you can just be like, "Bing bong, I take your stats and I have choice scarf. You lose now."
Yeah.
And then I mean, Smeargle's pretty good at setting hazards as well. It's kind of the main thing it does in singles now.
Yeah. You know what's really funny? I was playing Ranbats the other day, and I had a Smeargle on my team, and it was a Shell Smash sweeper.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
Which
god.
is interesting, to say the least.
Smeargle.
With those attack stats?
That-
And without Moody?
Yeah, I don't know, man. It was very interesting when I came across
Okay,
that.
what if you shell smash twice though?
And I die to a
Then we're
stiff
really
breeze.
Yeah, I'm trying to think from like a general basis. What are like the strong teams? Because last season I think it was pretty easy to see what were the strong teams. They were just based on
Yeah,
popular archetypes.
Yeah.
But in singles, it's a little harder to determine, I think.
yeah, I mean, right off the bat, Armando, yours jumps out to me. Hunter's definitely scares me a lot. Marcus's scares me a lot.
Hunter scares me because I'm like, I don't fully understand what's going on here. I know there's some stuff going on here, and I see what certain Pokemon are doing, but like, I've never played Sandy Shocks in singles. What does Sandy Shocks do?
Yeah.
And obviously, like Cal with his Uber stall team. A little worrying. Maybe not scary, but you're gonna sit down for like at least an hour to play against Cal.
Let's see.
I can't help but remember my match with Skelly in season
gosh.
2. That took like 40 turns, and I was just miserable
Yeah.
the whole time.
Yeah, but we got a lot of interesting teams to go through today. We won't go too in depth like last time, mainly because like that would take a long time. There's a lot of Pokemon here. So
Yeah.
the main focus will be to go through the Terra captains of each team because those are kind of like the carries, more or less. And then we will go through each Pokemon and there's certain rules on the team so that everyone can have an idea of what to worry about, what to consider when certain Pokemon are coming that week. And
Yes.
hopefully that will be helpful.
Yeah. By the way, Armando, I found a quick thing on Smogon about what Sandy Shocks does. It's a fast entry hazard support Pokemon that can serve as a strong pivot with unique and powerful offensive typing.
Very scary in Hunter's hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can get more into depth once we go to Hunter's team.
Yes.
Yeah.
But starting off with the round one
Indubitably.
pick, it's Daniel.
Hello.
Bang a gong because it's Judgment Day.
Yeah, so I guess I'll kind of like talk about like my team a
Yeah.
little bit. Like I as soon as I got first overall pick, I knew I was picking Conkeldurr. I'm like, I have to go for this guy. He's just so useful. Like he's got such great attack stat. He has 3 great abilities, I'd argue.
Broke his
And it's just
default.
like and he gets defog for some reason. I don't know why, but he has it. So I'll maybe use it. I don't know. And then my Lodic, which was another Pokemon I was really eyeing up, just to have like a bulky water, like one of the bulkiest waters in the format, I'd argue. Just being able to sit in, throw some Scalds, do anything else, it's just great. And then of course, I I'm bringing back Klefki from last single season. That guy did, and Glorian Articuno as well. Those two did a lot of work for me last season, and I'm glad to have them back again.
Comfort picks coming out.
Yeah. And then Hisuian Arcanine, I was also eyeing this one up because I was like, these first two picks they're a little slow. Maybe I should grab something that has some speed to it. And so I grabbed
Harkus
Hisuian
is
Arcanine.
definitely a really, really good Pokemon, especially in a format with a lower power level such as this one.
Yeah. But I have some other ways to mitigate my speed issue as well with Galvantula.
Yeah, one of my personal favorite Pokemon, Galvantula, is.
Yeah.
Happy to see it get picked by someone here.
You can set up webs, and it's kind of scary on its own too with those compoundized thunders.
Yeah, those are definitely gonna hurt. And I think it is the fastest mon on your team.
Yes, it is.
So very important.
Yeah.
Yeah, just being able to, sit if I'm not able to get webs up, I can sit behind my screens and live a few hits before breaking some walls of my opponents. And also having some walls of my own with my Lodic as well as Mudsdale, Go-Goat, and Dragalge. Why was I forgetting its name?
Yeah.
Dragalge's got some crazy special defense.
Yeah. And a pretty good typing too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Dragon Poison. So how about we...
Oh, yeah,
No, you go.
You can go. Okay,
No,
fine.
you go, please.
I was just going to say, Mischievous is there too. I like having that around as, a ghost type with Levitate, providing me 3 immunities in one switch-in, as well as Eviolite providing some useful bulk.
Also a good spin blocker if you're wanting to use it that way.
Definitely. Yeah, so how about we go take a look at your 2 Terra Captains you have now.
Yes.
Starting with the mighty Toadscruel.
I love this guy. It's pre-Evo more, but, cut from the same cloth.
Yeah. Yeah, the main back here obviously being the ability Mycelium Might, making its status moves always go last. Which is too bad given that Toadscruel is otherwise very fast, especially for this format with base 100 speed.
Base 100 is just a good benchmark.
Yeah. Especially in this format.
Yes. And I mainly picked as a Terra Captain, just so I can Terra out of its interesting type combination. Grass Ground kind of dies to a singular ice move.
I mean, with that special defense stat, it could probably live 1. I don't know if there's any too strong, like Ice Beamers. But yeah, it probably would
Crash?
Ice Shard Crash would probably rock Girl.
Yep. A blizzard in the snow, I guess.
Very true, very true.
Yeah, I just wanted this guy to be here. Gets rapid spin for hazard removal. Can kind of live a few hits and deal a few back, That's why
overall, I find it one of the most interesting mons introduced in Generation 9, and even with Mycelium Might, it just has so many just good status moves that this thing gets. It gets Spore, it gets access to Trick Room if you want to run that. I mean, it just has a lot of. I feel it has a lot of good options to use, even if those options will always go last.
Yeah.
They're just good to have regardless.
Yeah, especially with those Terra types, they'll be able to take advantage of some of its more unique coverage moves and kind of shake up things a little.
Yeah, did you know that Toadscroll gets Dazzling Gleam?
I did not. I just found out
Oh
right
my
now.
gosh.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Strange fungi. Return of the Fungi Nation, maybe.
Yes.
True.
Right, I think that is enough about the little fungi of Toadscroll. But your next one, kind of a very scary Terra Captain, if we're being very real.
Yeah, I'm glad I was able to pick this one back up as a Terra Captain, let me just say.
And you got it in the 8th round as well.
Yeah, I was pretty surprised about that, honestly.
Not many people were eyeing up the bird. They were doubting, but Daniel was plotting, and he picked it
Yeah.
up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
base 125 5 special attack with competitive. And as a Terra Captain, allowing it to make up for its lack of coverage with a Terra Blast that could be any type.
Yeah. I really enjoyed using this Pokemon last single season. As just like, I remember it got like 1 or 2 Calm Minds up, and it was able to just completely run the game from there. And I'm not saying I'm gonna do that again, but I may do that again.
I mean,
Yeah, I just really liked having this Pokemon around. It's just like, it's decently fast too, 95. It's not 100, but you know,
yeah, I mean in this
still
format, it's
pretty
practically
good.
100.
Yeah, and with
Yeah.
decent bulk as well.
Yeah, and getting like recover and like you were saying, Calm Mind, this thing can be hella tanky with the right Terra type.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
It's good to have this Pokemon back. Let's just say.
I'm realizing I used the Sword and Shield sprite of this, and I meant to use the Scarlet Violet one. Oh well.
Shame
Still the same
him!
Pokemon.
But
Still
yeah,
the same Pokemon. It's
a
fine.
very very terrifying legendary to pick up as your Terra Captain, and will be doing
Yes.
some
Yeah.
massive work this season.
I hope it will. I hope it will.
But yeah, if we look at your team at a like broader sense, you can kind of see how each Pokemon kind of spreads out. And overall, like a good balance of, well, there's no like singular category that is missing a good amount of stuff. And even though like, there's not a lot of revenge killers, there's definitely a lot of Pokemon that can like flex into that role, give them a little choice scarf, and they could
Yeah.
essentially become
Or
like,
hell, even like Conkeldurr with a boosted Mach Punch or something. You
oh
know.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Kind of very scary. Also,
There's also
having 4
Galvantula
pivot
too. You know,
options.
it's pretty fast. You know, if it just sits there against a kind of slower Mon, like Thunder can do some work. You know.
Mm-hmm. And if it doesn't pick up the KO, it might just paralyze, and that's pretty much the game
True.
right there.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I feel pretty much every member of this team could probably fit in at least like 2 of these roles, even arguably.
Yeah.
I mean,
Lots of flexibility for Daniel to take advantage of.
which is definitely a good thing to have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. In drafts, flexibility is pretty much everything. You know.
Yeah, I think the only one that like might not be able to flex as much as Mischievous, but as long as this does the job that you bring it for, that is a job
Yeah.
well done.
When it doesn't take damage by 3 types, you know, it's pretty decent.
Yeah, and as a spin blocker.
Yes.
Yeah, just having a lot of immunities is helpful, especially in singles, because you kind of play the mind game of, oh, am I going to switch to my immunity, or am I going to predict your prediction, and then just win the game off
Like
of that.
set up or something, yeah. Yeah. Overall, I'm pretty happy with the team that I drafted, and I hope I do well.
Yeah, I look forward to seeing.
Glad to hear you so hopeful.
I love Mudscale gaming.
Yeah, Mudsteel's something I was definitely keeping my eye on throughout the draft as well. But now here we go over to one of our newcomers to the draft league, Sam, and his
Yes.
team, the New York Wicks.
Pretty interesting set of Pokemon here. Immediately drafting a Firewater Grass Core with
Yeah.
Infernape, Decidueye, and Kingdra.
Yeah,
Which,
pretty,
overall is off to a pretty good start.
pretty damn good core.
Yeah. Yeah, that start definitely had me pretty scared. And
Yeah.
a couple of strong late rounders, such as Rhydon, who I was also heavily eyeing, and Gligar, not to mention the crafty Zoroark hiding there.
Yeah. Even stuff like Sylveon, Noivern, and Glowbro, they're all pretty good Pokemon, Sylveon being super fast.
That's Espeon.
Espeon, oh my god. Espeon, jeez.
See, I wasn't gonna call you out, but then you said it a second time.
Yeah.
Looks like it's go beyond.
You got me. You got me.
I mean, yeah, Espeon is very fast.
Yeah.
Noivern as well, especially in singles where you can maybe give it a Infiltrator and break a few subs or two.
Oof, yeah.
Yeah, or even without Infiltrator, it gets Boom Burst.
Yeah. Any thoughts, Armando?
Well, I mean, Infernape is just like, it was a 20-pointer, one of the best Pokemon to draft in this league.
Yeah.
Very flexible, both physical and special side. It's going to be sweeping something. I think Decidueye being a ghost type is great for that late pick of Zoroark, because then you're playing the mind game of, oh, if I hit this thing with the fighting move, it might just be actually
The real Decidueye, yeah.
And then there's just a couple of great picks. I'm a big fan of Weezing Gang all the way.
Yes.
I think a single this one's definitely slightly worse, but it's still pretty good at taking hits. It doesn't have to worry about that steel weakness that the fairy one does. And then Galarian Slowbro, that thing with the Terra type, oh my god. With the Regenerator, it's gonna be surviving. And even like without Regenerator, you could do quick draw
95,
stuff.
80, 110 bulk.
Yeah, like you can even run it offensively too with quick draw, just do funny stuff, and then not have to invest in speed, get a little lucky. And the Lloyd pointers are not bad either. We saw Hunter use it last time in singles. That thing was nutty. And then Berserker should be interesting. I haven't seen too much Berserker, but I mean, as a steel type, it's going to be pretty good.
Yeah. It's got that steely spirit,
Yeah. Very strong ability.
And then Zoroark is going to be doing Zoroark things.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, having 2 Zoroarks in this draft.
Lots of mind games. We need to see a Zoroark sweep. Or at least like a Zoroark setup into sweep.
Yeah.
Do our 2 Zoroark users actually face each other at any point? That could be fun to see.
Could be funny, yeah.
But yeah, we can go more specifically into these Terra captains. First being that Galarian Slowbro.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember during the draft, Sam outright said this thing was gonna go Terra Steel.
Yeah, and definitely a very good type to make it, because it's very tanky. It's Steel, because the main things that are super effective against Steel are going to be those physical attackers, and with 95 defense, it's kind of going to be eating those. Switching out and eating them again.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, just overall, though, I feel Poison Psychic is already a pretty good defensive typing as is.
Yeah. Because Psychic kind of negates most of Poison's weaknesses. I'd say, though, if you are going Terra Steel, the only thing you really have to worry about is Ground type.
Yeah.
Because of, both the base typing and the Terra typing are share that common weakness. And then again, if the hit's not that strong, you can always just pivot out and regen some of that health back.
For sure. And then Slowbro is like pretty interesting on the offensive side because it has the exact same attack and special attack. And the way signature move works, is it can kind of just. Well, I don't think the animation changes on Showdown, but normally it
It
would.
could be either, yeah.
But
Yeah, Shell Sidearm is definitely an interesting move.
Yeah.
yeah, I think that is enough of the Slowbro.
Yes. Next
Yeah,
up we
now
got
going
Rhino.
to Rhydon, probably one of the best Eviolite users in the draft, in my opinion.
Yeah,
I
base
don't know.
120 plus the Eviolite boost.
That special defense stat looking kind of suspicious.
True.
That is true, but
Yeah, with it being a Terra Captain, it could definitely mitigate that a lot more. And it still it has a decent HP stat, so it kind of balances
Yeah,
it out.
Rhydon in general is
Yeah.
a really good Terra user as well.
Mhm. I mean, with
I
its
mean,
abilities.
Terra Water with Lightning Rod.
Yeah,
mean-
I was just about to mention that.
Yeah.
It's pretty strong, just like how good water is as a typing, and then you just negate one of its very few weaknesses. It's
Yeah, one of
pretty
two.
strong, yeah.
Yeah, having any like immunity ability with Terra type is always going to be really good.
Yeah.
And
But it,
also, like, how many like really strong offensive grass types are there even really in this format too?
Lilligant,
Arboliva.
Serena. I mean, what else here?
I guess Shell Smash Torterra.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, you could always just pivot it out whenever it's in danger of those specific
Yeah.
grass types.
Yeah, switching Kingdra or Decidueye or something, you know?
Or Galarian Slowbro.
Yes.
But I mean, even if it doesn't run a defensive Terra type, like imagine it Terra rocking and just like, does it get head
Head
smash?
smashing or something crazy
Yeah,
like
with
that.
Reckless, that's gonna kill something.
Yeah. And even like Terra Ground to like boost Earthquake while getting rid of all of Rock's weaknesses.
Mm-hmm. Does it get head smash?
No, it doesn't actually.
Yeah, we lied. What moves does he get that Rockhead helps with?
Double edge. Um. Okay, I think it's just double edge.
Okay, that's kind
Yeah.
Oh
of
wow.
well, Terra normal double
Uh,
edge. I don't know. I really thought it would get head smash. That's kind of disappointing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well, mainly defensive then. Right on, because definitely take advantage of it, especially with that 130 attack stat, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Wow, Rhydon gets a lot more special attacks than I thought it would.
Hey, send it into an electric move, and it will get a +1 boost on its base 45 special attack.
Yeah,
I'm sure you can do something with that.
Yeah.
there has to be at least one scenario where it comes up. Fire blast right on.
I'm sure.
Yeah, getting a more general look at Sam's team here. Lots of adaptability and flexibility, like how we saw on Daniel's team.
Yeah, and 5 wall breakers listed.
Yeah, they have
4
very
sweepers.
strong stats.
Yeah, that's a lot of offense.
But a good amount of defense, too.
Yeah, I mean Slowbro, Gligar.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sam's team definitely has solutions for every problem that he could probably come up against, for sure. And like even like with Decidueye being a ghost defogger, being something that could block spin and also get rid of hazards is crazy good.
Yeah, I mean the only problem is if you're using defog, you are still gonna get rid of the hazards on the enemy side anyway.
Yeah.
But you could always withhold until the spinner's dead or something. Alright, just defog and then set up your hazards, you know?
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, especially with like Noivern's fast U-turn pivot ability.
Yeah.
Yeah, along with that, that could definitely work.
Mhm. Yeah, good amount of pivot in general, but obviously the main one being Galarian Slowbro with regen.
Yeah.
Definitely overall a very scary team to have to face.
Yeah. I mean, hey, even like Kingdra, you know, give that thing flip turn and you can do some stuff with that, you know?
I'm sure there's like a Pokemon here that gets Rain Dancer as well. Kind of set up for a little rain,
Yeah.
a mini rain session.
And then Infernape could even run like it's kind of a guessing game. Like, is it physical? Is it special?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Is it mixed?
Get rid of those pesky grass types that Rhydon is afraid of.
Exactly.
Yeah, definitely a very good team to look forward to watching how it plays out. Lots of cool mons. And with Zoroark, we love seeing some Zoroark shenanigans, always.
Yeah.
But up next, we got the Philadelphia Phantoms with X marks.
Yeah, Crocodile round one, I also think is one of the best first round picks in this draft. I mean,
Yeah.
it's definitely worthy of going third overall in this format. I was strongly considering it as well. Just a really, really good Pokemon. Great ground type attacker.
Yeah, lots
With
of great
Intim
abilities.
as well.
yeah, 3 really great ability options.
Also gets hazards. Like, it kind of does it all.
Yeah, and we got a relative of one of Daniel's Pokemon with that Toad School here as well.
The Fungi Nation grows stronger. But yeah, I mean, really great
Yeah,
hazard control with the webs from Araquanid, another Pokemon that I kind of
Yeah.
wanted to pick up, but it is what it
Araquanid's good,
is.
man.
Very good.
Water Bubble's such a strong ability. It's insane.
It do be
yeah,
Terra
that's why we.
sadly.
Yeah, that's why it had to be Terra banned.
Yeah, Xmark still has some very good Terra captains.
Yeah. But then there's also some other non-Terra captains like Entei and Scrafty that can also put in some good work.
Mhm.
Yeah, Scrafty,
Entei with
another
its,
Intimidate / Moxie mon.
Yeah, and then Entei with something like, you know, E-Speed, its stab, Sacred Fire. Those are strong moves. especially with its base 115 attack stat, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah, for sure. And Mamoswine is a very strong mon too.
Yeah.
And Serena's honestly a pretty good grass type to pick up. It's also a good rapid spinner as well.
Yeah. Yeah, Serena helps when it's like, because she's able to block priority, which is
Yeah,
pretty good.
that's always big.
Yeah, I mean, with the 120 attack stat, like after one rapid spin, you could also just be sweeping the game too.
Yeah, for sure. There's also Mienshao as well, which is a pretty good pivot. You know,
Yeah.
fake. You come in, you fake out, you switch out, you regen your health back, and then you repeat.
Yeah, definitely a strong team. Now let's take a closer look at these two Terra captains because, oh boy, Toxtricity here.
Is that shiny
Yeah,
toxicity?
Yes, Xmark specifically mentioned he wanted the shiny one. So I put it in.
Okay.
It
I
is a very
respect
good
it.
shiny.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm already just trying to duck behind cover to because these Terra Normal boom bursts are going to be terrifying.
Yeah, you
Well,
better hope you drafted a ghost type, because that's gonna hurt.
yeah.
Yeah, especially boosted by Punk Rock as well.
Because he's a punk rocker. Yes, he is.
Yeah, especially like Toxtricity is very good with the throat spray and kind of just can set up a sweep from there. And
Hell, even shift gear getting
shift
that
gear.
+2 speed boost.
And with that 75, it's gonna absolutely love that shift gear, and it's gonna be doing
Yeah.
very scary things.
Yeah. Yeah, overall Toxtricity is just a very threatening offensive Terrabo captain.
Should also mention that he does have both Toxtricities, I believe. So even though
Yes.
these are the stats of
Yes, he does
this
have.
specific one, he also has the other one.
I don't think.
Yeah, what
I don't
are the
think
difference in their stats?
Isn't it
I don't
the
think it gets
Typhoon?
different stats.
Never mind.
Yeah,
I
it
know it gets
doesn't.
a couple move differences. Like only one of them gets access to a shift gear. I know it's only the amped up one. I know like you them have like a couple exclusive moves. I'm not really sure what the other differences are, if there are any others.
The main difference is amped up gets plus and Loki gets minus, but that's not really going to matter in a single season when those abilities do nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, be careful of them. Those slight move differences, they could be quite the difference, especially in the hands of a very strong Terra captain.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, this thing's just like, you need wall breaking, you need sweeping. Toxicity is terrifying.
And speaking of walls that need to be broken, Dust Noir, very chunky indeed. But a very unfortunate HP stat, if we're being real. It kind of got scammed.
Yeah.
Those defenses are nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I guess if Toxicity is an offensive terror captain with these stats, Dust Noir is definitely coming for coming for its defense. Just like being able to switch its ghost typing to suddenly resist those dark type moves with like a Terra Fairy or something like that.
Yeah.
And even with like Frisk, you can kind of just use it as an information.
Yeah,
bomb.
just scout out, yeah.
You'll be able to tank those hits, you know what item they have. If they're Scarf, now you know. If they're Bandit, now you know. If they're running, like, I don't know, like, what's that one berry?
Some like weird berry, you
like
know?
Custap berry that gives you priority when you're low on HP, now you know. Definitely has its uses.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and Dust Wars is also just like probably one of the best spin blockers in the format.
Mm.
Yeah. When he gets Haze, you could also get rid of some stats. Tank a hit, you know.
Yeah. Just very good Terra captains on Mark's part, just with both an offensive threat and a defensive wall. Pretty much what you want with your 2 Terra captains, since we were only allowed 2 this draft.
Cover your bases.
Yeah.
Yeah, looking at Mark's team in a general sense, they kind of have their main roles that they're suited for. Some of them can flex. I think there is a kind of worrying...
Crocodile in particular.
Yeah, a bit of a worrying lack of spin / defoggers.
It's crafty.
But other than that, I mean, there's still good coverage here. Lots of good hazards. All the main ones that you could really want.
A couple very strong ground types with Crocodile and Mamoswine.
Yes. Which ground types were honestly a little lacking this draft, so Mark having 2 is pretty...
He's hogging all the ground.
Pretty interesting for him, yeah.
Yeah.
This greedy bastard!
This is the greed they talked about in the Bible. Hogging 2 ground types.
Yeah, hey, that's a couple of strong options to resist to come into Toxicity that are not available for opponents.
Yeah.
Yeah, you take all the competition so that your main sweeper can't be attacked. Yeah, good balance stuff, but yeah, as I was saying, the lack of spin and defog are just
Yeah,
a
hazard
tad bit worrying.
removal is not great for him.
But I mean, with stuff as strong as he's got, he could definitely just kill the hazard Pokemon before they ever lay anything down.
Yeah, that is true.
We look forward to seeing how this team performs throughout the season. Lots of cool mons, and
Yeah.
hopefully cooler ways to use them.
And oh hey, that's me. Yeah, debuting my debuting my latest rebrand. I finally have a team based around my actual favorite Pokemon and introducing spectacular Staraptors here. Here, as soon as I found out I wasn't gonna have a chance to get Crocodile for my round one, I immediately focused my attention on going for Blastoise, who I feel is very versatile. He's a rapid spitter, good, pretty bulky water type who can also turn into a shell smash sweeper.
Yeah.
I really liked what Blastoise had to offer and felt it was worth my first round pick, even if it is a bit lower pointed than some other firsts going on. And then Staraptor, we'll go into depth more when going over my Terra Captains, as I did opt to Terra Captain my favorite Pokemon, but this thing is going to perform, in my opinion, as an apex predator. And what I can say the rest of the field is look out.
I
And
just
those
realized
two,
there's really a missed opportunity in making your logo based on a Megastaraptor, Denny.
yeah, I was thinking about it. I just wanted to go with my, I wanted to go with my good old tried and true partner.
Fair enough.
Yeah, and then in round three, my plans changed a bit because Hisui and Gudra kind of fell into my lap there. I felt I was very happy to be able to pick up one of the premier walls we have here with
Yeah.
just a sickeningly powerful body press.
Yeah, I'm sure nobody's looking forward to having to fight Hisui and Gudra on the field. That's
His
gonna be rough.
defenses are just insane, especially for this format.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was very happy to be able to pick that up. Also, I'm a big fan of Regidrago as a powerful dragon type offensive mon. Meloetta as more of a pivot. Diancie as a bulky hazard setter. Setter also gives me a fairy type option. Frostmoth as my secondary Terra Captain. We'll get into that later as well. Salazzle, because I think Corrosion is just really good, especially when paired with Hisui and Gudra for Corrosion Toxic. And it's also just a good, very fast special attacker who I'm happy to
Yeah,
have.
flamethrower, sludge bomb, or something. Pack a punch.
Yeah, Cacturn could also pack a pretty a pretty decent punch while also providing hazards and water immunity. And Palisand ended up being my ground type of choice after a lot of the other options went. I'm happy with it. Another good hazard setter, spin blocker, and then Morgrum is a discount Grimmsnarl. Gives prankster screens. Just feel it could just be just all around just nice support to have.
Yeah.
Yeah, overall, from a general look, you got all your bases covered. You got your spinners, your hazards, your setup mons, some cool mythical
Yeah,
ones.
every Pokemon has its set role, you know?
Yeah, there's not like
Yeah.
a too much overlap, realistically. Even if it's in types, it's definitely not in roles. But yeah, going more into depth into the apex predator itself, the Staraptor.
Yeah. Uh, uh, Reckless gets Brave Bird and Double Edge combined with an offensive Terra type off a base 120 attack stat and 100 speed. I felt was just really, really good for me to do, with also the option for Terra fighting close combat as well.
Yeah.
if I choose not to run Reckless, I have access to Intimidate too to just help slow down opposing physical attackers. And Staraptors fast, it gets U-turn, so I can pivot with it. I just feel it made for a really strong offensive Terra Captain.
Yeah, the Denny Ace is going to go crazy. It's just gonna. I mean, with it having pretty much the double stab for those reckless abilities, it's gonna hurt. It is probably gonna die in the process, but as long as
Yeah.
it's killing the right thing, it's a very worth trade.
Yeah. If it gets even
Yeah, it's
2
like
kills in
an
exchange for its
assassin.
own life, you know,
Mhm.
it'll work out. Very, very scary mon here. Not looking forward to having to deal with that, you know.
Why, thank you.
Yeah, and speaking things to be worried about, how about a quivered dancing Terror Captain in Frostmoth?
It, yeah, not only is Frostmoth a Quiver Dancing Terror Captain, it's a Quiver Dancing Terror Captain with access to the Ice Scales ability, making it just take half damage from opposing special attacks.
Yeah, with the right Terror
Which
type,
I felt
it's gonna be very hard to take down.
Yeah.
yeah, I feel I'm
At the
pretty
very
versatile on
least,
like what defensive
we'll
types I
be
can
able to
use with it.
see. Yeah, at the very least, we'll be able to see the type on team preview, so
Yeah.
opponents will be able to work around that a little bit.
Mhm.
But overall, still really, really scary. You can get even one quiver dance, and you can just start going off.
Yeah, we would have
Just have to hope the
Terrabended, but
opponent has something. Yeah, we were thinking
it would
about
have
it.
kind of been cheeks without it. So now at least they got a
Yeah, it
chance
was
to
on
shine.
the trapping. It was on the trapping block for it, but we decided that without Terra, just it wouldn't really
When else are you gonna see
be any
Frostmoth
good.
succeed? Now's his chance
Yeah,
to shine.
Yeah.
and I was willing to give it that chance.
Mhm.
Better hope you have a physical attacking Pokemon that can beat this mon's Terra type down before they have a chance to go crazy.
Or if you're my opponent, don't.
Yeah, just don't do that. Take a risk. Be a bit of gambling,
Yeah.
if you got the
We love
coverage for it.
gambling.
But yeah, another good like adaptable team. Lots of flexibility again. Decent amount of hazards. Good enough right. A lot of defoggers or spin Pokemon. Especially Blastoise. Blastoise is very good because not only can it rapid spin, it could also just shell smash if you just choose to ignore it. And then
Yeah.
bing bong, you're done.
If you're shell smashed, why even bother switching, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, I may only have 2 walls, one of which is a Regidrago who's getting by on its massive HP stat and not so much its puny defenses, but the other one is a Sui Gudra, so I felt that's fine. And I have other ones that are like bulky enough, such as like Blastoise and Diancie.
Even like Palisand,
Yeah.
pretty bulky too. And you can
Yeah.
short up, be able to have to heal itself. So there's definitely a lot of flexibility here. And then, like we said earlier, like every Pokemon kind of has its role. There's not too much overlap. So lots of scary things to be afraid of and prep for when facing the big bad Denny.
Yeah. It'll certainly be an interesting team for people to have to build around, you know?
Yeah, I'm definitely happy with the amount of variety I was able to get in this draft.
Yeah.
Lots of cool stuff, especially the mythicals. We never really get a chance to see them otherwise.
Yeah, I figure I may as well we'll dip into a couple of those with Diancie and Meloetta.
But yeah, on to the next team. It is another new member, and Connor with the Continental Crushers.
Gotta say, love the logo, love Torterra.
Yeah, Torterra's a cool mon.
Yeah, this format, a scary mod too, being one of the better shell smashers that you could have access to.
Yeah, there's a reason we Terra banned this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Sorry,
mean, this thing
Torterra.
can like White Herb Self Smash and still have 95, 105, 85 bulk.
Yeah, this thing is gonna crush your continent, pun intended. There's definitely plenty of other stuff to worry about. I know Kyle is pretty happy about the Rotom Heat, also being one of the Terra
Yes.
captains. Also, just like a good amount of bulk. He's Skarmory.
Yeah,
Rampart.
this team has a lot of bulk with Skarmory, Vaporeon, Hippowdon even. I guess
Yeah, and
Lanceman
then-
as well, a little bit.
And then attacking wise, even aside from stuff we already mentioned, you have like Gardevoir and Rampardos to attack.
Hisuian Braviary is a big pickup for this team as well.
Yeah, the bulk can be shored up even further with Aurora Veil access.
Yeah. A9's pretty good.
And with the Powdon, you can kind of like a little sand thing going on. I mean, you got Torterra, Skarmory, Rampardos. All of them don't have to worry about that sand damage.
Yeah, certainly a few ways that can be gone with this team.
Yeah, lots of good pickups here.
Yeah.
But specifically, Rotom Heat is going to be heating up a lot of burritos inside of that chamber, and with the Terra types that it could have and Levitate, it could definitely take good advantage of those options that it has now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, right off the bat, Terra Electric jumps out to me for both offense and defense. I mean, powering up a stab Thunderbolt while thanks to Levitate, having no weaknesses.
Electros 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the 107 in both bulks and a 105 Spatak, it's just really gonna. It'll either live a while or it'll take a mon or two down, you know?
The horse is going to be annoying because they could just pivot out. I mean, 86 speed is
Yeah.
definitely pretty good.
T-Wave, Willow.
Like overheat, switch out, reset, do it again, and then Rotom Heat's
Yeah.
gonna be pretty annoying.
Yeah, and it could also just Volt Switch too.
Mhm.
Yes.
You could Terra Electric discharges, you're getting paralyzed, now it's double annoying. Like Rotom Heat is gonna be spitting some heat, and people are gonna be
Yeah.
getting cooked. Pun intended.
When the bars are too fire.
True. Yeah. A very scary Terra Captain, honestly. Pretty terrifying.
Yeah.
We have Lantern. Lantern's definitely a Pokemon we don't see too much. It's got
I've
some.
like Lantern a lot, being able to just basically pick which of its own types you're immune to.
Yeah, having 2 immunity abilities, kind of nice as a Terra Captain, especially with 125 HP. Did not know it had that much HP. It do be eating those moves. However, we're not going to pronounce what speed stat it has for
Oh my gosh.
For reasons.
personal reasons, but I mean, it's got respectable stats. It's probably not the best defensively. The HP stat's going to be doing a lot of the heavy lifting, and the Terra type.
Yeah.
I could definitely see it like being just a good support Pokemon in the back, maybe getting a few paras off, switching out. But in terms of like sweeping, probably not going to be doing too much of that. But I think it's just
Yeah, it's going to be useful to sit around in the back and just provide support for everything else, you know?
Definitely, yeah. And I mean, Terra type wise, I mean, running Volt Absorb with Terra Flying just making you immune to 2 types at once with ground and electric.
Yeah.
Very
Or water
strong.
absorb with something maybe something a little fringe like Terra Fire or something.
Yeah, there's definitely some cool combinations you can do with those abilities specifically. Maybe not so much Illuminate, but Volt Absorb and Water Absorb are going to be getting their uses with this thing.
For sure.
Yeah, definitely one of the more unique Terra Captains to look forward to seeing how well they succeed.
Yeah. I want to see how this one shakes up.
Yeah, again, another team we see a good amount of everything, including including 5 mons with good sweeping potential, including one of the. As you're talking about, good mix of both offense and defense here from this team.
Lots of very good pivots, especially with Rodamade, obviously. A lot of bulky Pokemon that kind of stack on top of each other and be very annoying to take down.
Yeah, and then the Shell Smash Torterra, and oh yeah, there's a Gardevoir here too.
Oh yeah, we haven't even talked about Gardevoir. Gardevoir, very good. Very good. Lots of coverage.
Yeah, coverage, utility. It has a lot.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it just gets so many good special attacks, Calm Mind.
Yeah, it's kind of your fix whatever problem you're having this week button, and then just pack that coverage move and you're probably fine.
Yeah.
It
Or
has
hell,
a couple
you can even
of...
do like a fast Destiny Bond or something.
Yeah, and...
Like you say,
I
hey,
mean,
I'm gonna die, may as well take you down with me, you know?
a couple of just good utility abilities in Synchronize and Trace as well.
Mm.
Even like screens too. There's just like a lot of support stuff that can happen with this team. Both with Gardevoir and Ninetales. And then obviously Skarmory is like one of the hardest things to fight as a lead in general because it's very tanky, lots of
That
hazards.
friggin' bird that I hate.
He has employment now because Corviknight is banned. So we love to see it. Yeah, another team to look forward to seeing how they play out this season. Lots of cool Pokemon.
Yeah.
I personally really love Rampardos, even though it's kind of cheeks normally. But I think in this format, it definitely has more chance to shine.
Yeah, just all it takes is just one good head smash to get off.
Yeah, I'm sure it wouldn't mind the special defense boost from Sand, I think. Special defense or defense? I always forget which one it is.
I think Sand boosts
Spada.
special defense
Spada.
and yeah, then Snow boosts physical defense.
Yes.
Yeah. So lots of cool synergy stuff that could also happen. Yeah, moving on to the GOAT Marcus with the Rose-Tinted-Lenses, stealing my
one of
pick.
Yeah, Marcus has like consistently had one of the most threatening teams in like every season so far.
Yeah.
And I think this trend continues here.
Strong player,
Yeah,
stronger
definitely.
drafter. Very terrifying team that he's cooked up this season.
Yeah, I mean, Feraligatr and Dante, I think, fit really well together. Terra Captain Lokix is a terrifying round oneer. Sylveon is one of the best offensive fairy types around in the draft. It has Arena Trap and Speed with Doug Trio. And oh yeah, there's an Espathra too.
Yeah, if you don't have a dark type, you're gonna be in trouble. Not to forget the legendary bird he's caught on his team.
Yeah, Moltres, pretty good wall, despite not looking like it, you know?
Yeah. It's definitely gonna have to be running them heavy duty boots. If not, it's gonna get stealth locked. Unfortunately.
I mean, or it could just run, or it could pivot around with a defensive Terra too,
Sure.
since it's Terra Captained.
Moltres?
Bless. Sorry, I was thinking Lokix.
Okay.
That
No,
you're talking
no,
about.
Lokix is gonna
Okay.
show up on the screen. It's gonna either Terra Bug or Terra Dark, and it's gonna take half your HP. Don't care if you resist it. Tinted Lens. Goodbye.
Don't care if you're
Yeah.
faster than it, it's just gonna be priority.
First impression. Let's see if you brought Protect.
First
If you
impression,
wasted
sucker
a spot.
punch.
Lokix is very, very good Terra Captain.
Yeah, and oh yeah, and if you read into the first impression, draw for like a protect, it could just go for like a swords dance.
Yeah. Lots of mind games to be played, and I'm sure Marcus will take very good advantage of that Lokix. And then hopefully we finally get to see Levani this season. It didn't come last season despite being drafted. But I'm sure he'll definitely like to be in the spotlight this time. And then Cottony is also here for some good support, good disruption.
I mean, Levani is one of Marcus's Terra captains here, and I mean, it gets sticky webs and screens.
Yeah, it's gonna get a lot more use in this low power level singles format than with Kyogre and Koraidon running about. So we'll finally get to play a little. Yeah, going into one of the main things Mark's team is so threatening is that Terra Captain Lokix. This thing is a monster. With Tinted Lens, it's always going to be hitting you for a good amount of damage.
Yeah, it's all. Yeah, I mean, Lokix is just a mon. It's already really strong. I mean, it gets a stab U-turn that can be also boosted even further if it goes for like a Terra Bug first impression. It could also just Terra Bug U-turn its way out of there as well, with good speed too.
Lokix is one of those Pokemon that actually like doesn't run other than stab. It never really runs coverage moves because of that Tinted Lens. It always
its stab moves are just so strong.
Yeah.
First impression, Sucker Punch, Leech Life, U-turn. It's just so good.
Yeah. Did you say knockoff?
Knockoff, Crunch.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, Terra Dark,
Like
Tinted Lens knockoff. Your item is gone, your life is gone, your game is gone. And then if it's faster, it just U-turns out and then comes back later.
Yeah.
Yeah, and apparently Lokix gets taunt as well. Because sure, why not?
With that 92 speed, it could take advantage of it. No setup, goodbye. No hazards, goodbye. Yeah. Marcus picked up a very strong little Power Ranger. He's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, speaking of things that are cool, another funny little bug that also very much appreciates having a Terra type. Honestly, I didn't notice it had that good of attack either. 103 is not that bad for it being the points that it was.
I think it's just its default typing. Bug Grass is just really bad.
Yeah, but hey, it's a Terra Captain here.
Yeah, so you just not be that anymore.
That's some pretty good coverage moves. That's what triple axle, throat chop, poison jab. He did some good stuff.
Yeah. Shadow Claw. I mean, Terra Ghost could be interesting actually. Just like helping with Shadow Claw, giving some immunities, turning it into a spin blocker.
I mean, if you set it up at the right time, you can get a Fell Stinger off, be budget Mega Beedrill, and kind of like sweep a game with Levani.
Man, I haven't even thought about Mega Beedrill in a long time.
Yeah, you're gonna have to start thinking about it again. The potential, mon.
Yeah.
But yeah, Levani does have a lot of potential, arguably more than Mega Beedrill does, in this draft. Especially as Mark's second Terra Captain.
Yeah.
And then where Chlorophyll is like pretty nice too. I mean, 92 you're gonna be outspeeding most of the format anyways. But like you can have like Cottony with like Sunny Day in the back, and then Levani can kind of try and take advantage of it. A little choice band Levani, I don't know. You can do some stuff.
Yeah. Certainly interesting option.
Looking at Marx's team as a whole, lots of wall breakers. Not so much on the defensive side, mainly Moltres being the main one. All these other Pokemon can like flex, like for Alligator, Sylveon can be kind of tanky-ish. but lots of offense. And arguably one of the best spinners in the format, me and the Don fan.
Yeah.
Especially with its older and younger brothers, Great Tuscan Iron Treads being gone.
Yeah,
Don
little
fan
bro
just
gets
really
employment
provides
again.
so much.
He's so happy to be back.
Yeah, and provides his own hazards too.
Mm-hmm. And with Sturdy, you're never gonna kill it before it gets up those hazards, or remove
Yeah.
them.
Oh yeah, and it gets knockoff too.
Yeah, good old Don
It's just
fan.
like one of.
So reliable.
I feel in this format with what mons are available, it's like just one of the best Pokemon that can be a lead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, looking at it, Marcus is a lot of Pokemon that kind of can checkmate you if they're positioned right, like low kicks, Duck Trio, trapping you in. Espather if you don't have a dark type.
Yeah. Yeah, well played Donphan, even like Mimikyu or for Alligator,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sylveon. I that's pretty much why I was saying this team is one of the scariest ones in my opinion.
Mm.
I would agree with the sentiment. Definitely, it would like a little more defense, but I think with the variety of offense that is presented here, but whether it be like priority or setup mons, I think Marcus should still be fine. Yeah. Moving on, we have another newcomer, being that in Waffle with his Tennessee Typhlosions.
Honestly, banger logo right off the bat.
It is very cool. I like
Think-
the way he's kind of doing the splits a little. He's kind of gonna throw down.
Yeah.
He's about to break it down.
Yeah.
hitting the dance floor, you know.
Yeah. And an interesting twist on taking your mascot with it being the Hisuian Typhlosion instead of the regular Johto variety.
Honestly, I fuck with
Yeah.
Waffle's team heavy. He's got a little Sun team going on. Crawdon
Yeah.
was one of the Pokemon that I was eyeing as Terra Captain. That thing is crazy with adaptability. He's got the other Gudra. He's got a little Trick Room stuff going on as well. Like he's got some cool options to do here.
Yeah, definitely some variety.
Yeah, with I mean, as you said, I mean, Torkoal, Hisuian Typhlosion, Hisuian Lilligant is a really scary Sun core no matter what format of Pokemon you're playing, I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
sun boosted
those three
choice
together
scarf
is-
eruption. You're gonna have to find some way to deal with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it has a bit of a sand mode too between Sandaconda, Knucklestack, and Magnezone.
Yeah.
Top of that.
Definitely multiple ways to take advantage of weather and other things too, of course.
One of the most
Yeah, I
unique
feel-
ways to remove hazards with the Tidy Up mouse hold.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's Mousehold's world, we're just living in it.
True. I wish I could be adopted by Masshold. Yeah, lots of good balance. I think Enamorus is definitely an interesting Pokemon. I'm trying to remember if this is the one that gets Contrary or if it's the normal one that does. No, this one gets Overcoat. Oh, it's also immune to sandstorms. That's actually another Pokemon you could run in a little sand team. Interestingly enough.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it gets I guess Gudra and Crawdon could function in rain as well.
Mhm. Yeah, Waffle's team is very cool, I think. Lots of different modes he can have. And the Terra Captains are also very nice. We talked a little about Crawdon, but Muck is also pretty cool Terra Pokemon to have.
Yeah, and have we even talked about the first round pick of an Enamorus Therian yet too?
Yeah, not too in depth. It's very strong.
Yeah.
It is bulky. Holy.
Yeah, and another overcoat mon as well.
Yeah.
As well, it's bulky and has a special attack stat of 135.
Yeah, another Pokemon he could run like a little Trick Room mode too, considering he's got Glastrier.
Torkoal.
Torkoal, oh my god, yeah. Trick Room,
Yeah.
Sun, Sand. The Tennessee Typhlosions are ready for it.
This guy has it all.
Whatever weather, rain or shine, this team is going to be doing some stuff.
Yeah, taking a look at it like this, actually, I feel it's really one of the most interesting teams in this whole draft.
Yeah, Loki, my favorite team, other than mine, obviously, but it's very cool. Alright, we can go more in depth into why Crawdon is a goddamn monster.
Mr. Craw is calling. Will you pick up the phone?
You're gonna have to, because this thing is probably coming every week. I don't see why it wouldn't. With that 120 attack stat, adaptability, it's gonna Swords Dance, it's gonna Aqua Jet knock off, and you're not gonna like it. It's gonna hurt a lot. Do not pick up the shell phone.
Like hell, even without Terra, this Mon is just scary. Obviously, it's not the fastest thing in the world, but
Yeah,
you
and
know,
it's not the bulkiest either, especially on the special side.
even like just an adaptability boosted Aqua Jet, and I don't remember if it gets Sucker Punch. Let me double check.
Let me
does
see.
not. But just an
Thank gosh.
just like an adaptability boosted Aqua Jet doing like supercharged damage. If you Terra Water, like you're dead. You're dead. You're dead, or you're very close to death.
Oh, this thing has Dragon Dance.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Like, if it's faster than you, you might as well just GG's, cause like this thing is, oh my god. I forget how much.
Thankfully, its speed is only base 55.
Yeah, if this thing was faster, yeah. Yikes.
Really
Yeah,
worrisome Pokemon.
without a doubt.
Very good Terra Captain.
And speaking of good Terra Captains, we have a more defensive option in Muck.
Yeah, that's some pretty decent bulk. I actually didn't know how well it had for Gen 1 Pokemon,
Yeah.
especially.
Yeah.
Bulky poisons are always good to have, especially as a way to remove toxic spikes off the field without rapid spinning and stuff.
Switch in, grounded poison. Boom. Two turns of your opponent's stuff are just gone.
Yeah, and it has so many good Terra types it could work that could like turn its weaknesses into like ground and psychic into resistances. I mean, you could like Terra Grass, Terra Steel, Terra Dark. There are like so many options.
Yeah.
You could take it.
Additionally, just like a very good tank in general. I mean, it gets rest. You can do a little resto chesto action, you know, little paint split,
Yeah.
split the paint a little, or just do black sludge subset. Like there's a couple.
Well, Black Sludge, I don't know about that if you're.
Oh
running
yeah,
against
if you're
Terra
Terra
Captain.
typing, if not.
Yeah, no.
obviously not. But if you're not, it wouldn't be horrible either to have. And its abilities aren't too bad. I mean, Poison Touch is just nice. Get a little more poisons on the thing.
Yes.
Yeah, if you're in Trick Room, maybe you could run Stench and do some funny flinch shenanigans.
Yeah, that would be tragic. If she gets stenched on by Muck. But it can happen. Yeah, Muck is just a very unique kind of tank Terra Captain that you could have. Very good bulk. And with those Terra types, it's gonna be doing a job very well.
Yeah, definitely. Again, as we were saying, this team just has so much going on. Really, it's like I feel like this is one team we could like talk about forever.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff, a lot of cool synergies as well between all these Pokemon. Waffle definitely thought it out very well. Or maybe he thought about it on the fly. Maybe he's built like that. Who knows? Yeah.
Yeah. Also, wow, three mons with hazard removal is pretty crazy too.
And they're all
Yeah,
like pretty good. They're not like shitter mons. They're all pretty good on their own right.
Yeah.
yeah. Mousehold, you can remove hazards and set up in the same turn. Same with Hisui and Lilligant. You can just do that rapid spin, move into, Leaf Blade and CC, and you're just like you're golden,
But yeah, a very cool team. Probably definitely my favorite. To look forward to watching how well it performs. So good job to Mr. Waffle for drafting such a good team. And next up, we got another returning member, being in DJ with the TheGenGang. Did not draft Gengar. Very disappointed in DJ. I'm not gonna lie. But he did draft another Reggie, and Reggie Steel. No Reggie Eelektrik because banned. But lots of cool picks for sure.
Yeah, this is the second Reggie we're seeing thus far, I think, after my Reggie Drago.
Yes.
Did have a little bit of a Marcus Fortune coming in a little late, but obviously still picking up a very good team.
Yeah.
Except Wiglet. I don't know what Wiglet does, I'll be honest. But everything else I think has a use.
It's a mascot pick.
A little bit.
Yeah, Wiglet he's wiggling. That's all he's doing.
Yeah.
He is very fast for like no reason.
Yeah, what is it gonna do with that speed stat?
The flex, I don't know. That's kind of it. And overall, there's a lot of good pivot mons here. Obviously, Hydrapple with the regen, Ensign with the signature parting shot. So,
Yeah,
like,
and Tim fake out parting shot.
mhm.
Basically just doing what it does in VGC, just slightly worse.
Yeah, Glade being one of the very good top pointers that we had. I think 19. I think 19 points
19,
was what it was
yes.
at.
Yeah, it's a 19-pointer, yeah.
Cleavor, a favorite of mine that I drafted the last single season. One of the best.
Yeah, Cleavor is excellent.
hazard
An excellent
Pokemon.
lead.
My boy Snorlax. Lots of cool stuff.
Yeah,
Of
very
course-
wall-oriented team, I feel, between like
Yeah, I was
Snorlax,
gonna say.
Umbreon, Registeel.
Altaria a little bit too.
Yeah. Also,
Yeah.
unfortunately, kind of slow if we're being real. It's not like uber fast Pokemon.
Yeah, fastest are probably Gallade and Cleavor,
The
but
fastest is Wiglet.
no.
I'm pretty
no.
sure it is.
Oh my god, it might be. It might be actually. Oh my god, it is.
Yeah, Wiglet being the fastest Pokemon on your team is not a great omen, but I think
Yeah.
there's still a lot of bulk to make up for it, and a lot of cool, interesting mons that could definitely set up and sweep, or just wall out something. Definitely some cool Terra captains that we can go into.
Yes.
First being my son, Snorlax. Very awesome. The classic tank Pokemon. Has fallen off a little bit, unfortunately, but in this format, I think he definitely has a chance to shine with that fat 160 HP stat, being able to be whatever Terra type he so desires.
Yeah. With thick fat, I'm immediately going to like
Yeah.
Terra Grass or something to be immune to stuff like powder moves and things like that, and then thick fat kind of negating the weaknesses of fire and ice. But that's just where my mind immediately falls on that front. There are,
Yeah, my mind.
I'm sure, other Terra types that will benefit it as well.
Yeah, my mind went to getting rid of its fighting weakness with like either like Terra Ghost or Terra Fairy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those Pokemon that's a classic. Yeah, you can kind of either run good old Curse Lax, Belly Drum if you're feeling a little adventurous, or just I don't know, running like an Assault Vest or something, or something to even make it tankier, which it kind of doesn't need, but it will definitely like it. Put some berries on it, have some gluttony action going on.
Yeah.
Very classic Pokemon to have.
Yeah,
Lots of
you know
fun.
what it does.
Yeah, you know what it does. It's gonna do its job very well, and he's gonna be snacking while doing so. Okay, up next, the next Terra Captain being Luxray. Definitely an interesting pick. Solid attack stat. One of those Pokemon doesn't really get the chance to shine, but with that Terra type, the Terra options, it's got some decent abilities too. Like,
Yeah.
you can definitely make good use of it.
Yeah, as long as you're not rolling the dice on rivalry, at least.
Yeah, rivalry
Yeah.
if you're feeling a little gamble.
In the end, you'll probably just want to go Guts, Flame Orb, or something, or Intim.
Yeah, definitely a pretty solid electric type pick.
Yeah.
You can make it the dark type it should have been.
Yeah.
Yeah, moving on overall to the team roles other than Wiglet. We won't talk about Wiglet. He's in the corner of shame. Lots of good pivot, lots of good wall breakers. A lot of good ways to remove hazards and set them up. It's definitely got the options need to succeed for sure.
Yeah, I mean, again, as I said earlier, I'm just drawn to those 3 super bulky walls, and I'm just like, oh my.
Yeah, it's gonna be very hard to take down. Unless you got a fighting Pokemon, then all those walls kind of crumble a little bit.
Yeah, but one of them is a Terra Captain.
Yeah, that's why we got the Terra types. Mitigate that as much as you can.
Yeah, and then if you could save them for like after the fighting types are eliminated, then bring them in.
Yeah, if positioned right, they will do their job and wall people off. And they will do it very well.
Yeah, definitely a good balance between the defense and offense with things like
Yeah.
Delayed and Cleavor and Hydrapple kind of being a bit of a mix, but more so on the offensive side.
Yeah, just the main things to worry about is mitigating kind of the lower speed stats of these Pokemon and those weaknesses to fighting types overall.
Yeah, but I mean, there's Spite Ops with webs and...
Yeah, with Spite Ops can set up some webs, the speed doesn't really matter as much
Yeah,
anymore.
and I guess Gallade could like Psycho cut the fighting types down.
Yeah.
The tools are definitely there. But yeah, officially passing I think the halfway point.
Yes, we're in the second half now.
Going on to another newcomer being an Andrew, aka the Coaster. It's a very unique team, for sure.
Yeah.
We love to see Wooper.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, just look at how happy he is.
He's so happy to be here.
Having a great time.
I mean, there's a good water, fire, grass core going on. Got some good bulky Pokemon, some good steel types, you know. Lots of strong offense.
Yeah. A couple of strong fighting types in Hariyama and Tauros. I believe that's the Aqua breed, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. See, a little bit of a sun mode with like Executor, Charizard.
Yeah, I believe Electro can set the sun, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, right, and it gets...
Oh, no,
does it get
doesn't.
Chlorophyll?
It does not set up Sun, no.
No, okay. And it does not get Chlorophyll either.
No.
I'm sure one of these
Right.
Pokemon.
Electrode's abilities are Soundproof, Static, and Aftermath.
Yeah. Man, can you imagine 150 base speed with chlorophyll?
That's kind of just overkill at that point.
Yeah.
You gotta outspeed Regieleki. Okay, at least
He's
Bronzong gets Sunny
not
Day.
in this format.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely an interesting set of mons. I think some cool Terra Captains. Bronzong and Articuno definitely appreciate having access to more types. Articuno especially.
Yeah, our second Articuno Terra Captain, by the way.
The Articunos are shining. Yeah, we can go more in depth into Bronzong. Bronzong definitely likes the Terra types because he's kind of... Heat-proof isn't like an immunity, but it does kind of help lower the damage from fire types. And Levitate is obviously Levitate, very good. And defenses are very nice with Bronzong.
Yeah, I mean, Bronzong already it could choose to get rid of one of its weaknesses with its abilities, and then being able to Terra on top of that is really good. I mean, Bronzong can like Terra Fairy to cover some of its weaknesses even further. It could like Terra Water with Levitate. It could even like Terra Fighting for body press and resisting knockoff.
Yeah.
Like,
And it could be another user of the Terra Electric Levitate combination to have no weaknesses.
yeah, that'd definitely be pretty helpful. Even with like 89 attack, I can almost even see a scenario where Heavy Metal's good with Heavy Slam. Maybe not too often, but I could definitely see it being a possibility. A little Terra Steel Heavy Slam. But yeah, Bronzong being known for its very good, like, tank ability, I guess. Very strong at surviving a lot of hits. Definitely good, like, pivot, switch. And it's got a lot of little utility moves that can kind of take advantage of. With, like, the weather effects. It gets hazards with Stealth Rock.
Yeah.
So definitely a very good defensive Terra Pokemon to have.
Yeah, and moving on to Articuno, who Snowcloak is not a thing here because of Evasion Clause, so it's going to be running pressure for its ability.
Yeah. This bird is a little interesting considering its base typing, but obviously with Terra that will be negated, allowing it to get some better typing and still take advantage of its decent offensive stab.
Yeah, 95 is
Yeah,
definitely...
yeah, I mean it's that sort of just like decent around the board, across the board, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can give it a couple of different things to do. Set up Tailwind. You can bulk up a little, give it Roost. So it's got some options. It can be tanky, it can be
Yeah.
effective. Just flex it wherever you need it to be.
Sure.
And at the end of the day, it do be a legendary, so always something to worry about and prep for.
Yeah.
Yeah, first thing that jumps out to me is the lack of Rapid Spin and Defog on this team.
Yeah. Complete lack of hazard removal is not great.
Yeah, especially when there's a couple of Pokemon that do not want to get like Stealth Rocked and stuff, like Yanmega and Articuno, Charizard.
Yeah, I appreciate like some of this energy on this team. It feels like it's very straightforward in what the game plan is, and that could work. I mean, there's a lot of damage dealing on here. There's a lot of damage dealing on this team. It's very much focused in that direction, I feel.
I
Just
think
wanting to get matches like done faster, I guess.
Yeah, if you like minimize the switching and like the pace overall, I think it would be fine without the spin and defoggers, but otherwise they might struggle a little bit.
Yeah. it feels like it's a team of either get the game done fast or not win. You know, that's just like my kind of opinion on it. At least just with hazards just being so prevalent in singles, not having any ways to remove them, it's just not great.
Yeah, especially with having like pretty good pivot Pokemon, it's gonna be tough to take full advantage of them without really getting rid of the hazards. But yeah, I think this team could definitely still have a decent amount of success. There's a fair
Yeah, of
amount of
course.
offensive Pokemon, and they can just take over the game. Yeah, so we'll see how Andrew decides to take advantage of these Pokemon and pick up a good couple of wins with this pretty cool team.
Yeah.
Next up, we got the classic Cal from Season 1 back to throw it down with this hour-long team that's going to take like 100 turns to beat, unfortunately. But that's the way Cal likes to play.
Oh no.
Yeah. If you don't have any wall breakers, or you do not set yourself to have any wall breakers, you're gonna have a very tough time. Regen Mon after Regen Mon, recover after recover, you better have a way to get through them, because if not, you're gonna be there a while.
Yeah. You will be stalled.
Yeah, there is no way to get around being stalled. You will get stalled at least a little bit.
Yeah. And Slowbro, Toxapex, Porygon 2, Rhyperior, Amoonguss, Dusclops.
Like there's not even like there's like a decent amount of offense too. Like Rhyperior is kind of strong in Trick Room, and he's got a decent amount of Trick Room Pokemon. I mean, you could definitely run like a little Choice Scarf Hoopa action as well, or Tailwind. What's it called? Whimsicott. So he's got a lot of defense, a decent amount of offense. If you do not prep, you're gonna lose. I'll be honest, you're gonna lose if you're not prepped enough. Yeah, going into Rhyperior, I know it's one of Cal's favorite Pokemon, so I'm sure he's pretty happy to get to use it as a Terra Captain. And with those abilities, it definitely enjoys that.
Yeah, right off the bat, I'm thinking Terra Poison or Terra Steel. Just getting rid of the weakness to grass while also being immune to being poisoned.
And with Solid Rock, no matter what type it changes into, it's gonna be twice as tanky to get rid of.
Yeah, I could already see this thing running like a weakness policy.
Oh my god, yeah. That's gonna be rough. Yeah, definitely not a Pokemon that gets an uber amount of usage normally, but I think on this team, where it's already very tank oriented and it has options for Trick Room, Rhyperior is very scary to have to face.
Yeah.
I was checking if Rhyperior got hit smash instead of Rhydon, but it does not still. Unfortunate.
Yeah.
Sucks.
And then we have this thing. Okay.
Yeah, Calyrex.
Yeah, it's Calyrex, yeah.
Pretty good for 1 point, but it's kind of got them Still Valley stats other than HP.
Certainly a mascot pick, of course, but
I definitely it's probably gonna have its uses, but I think most of the time you're gonna want to Terra Rhyperior.
Definitely.
Yeah, I mean for 1 point for what it costed Cal, a very good pickup as a Terra Captain.
Yes.
And absolutely likes to not be quad weak to grass. Or not grass, bug.
Again, another noticeable lack of hazard removal on this team.
Yeah, less so problem on this team just because of the amount of regenerator mons, but definitely still something Cal has to be aware of and not let stack up too much on your
Yeah.
side.
It'll certainly whittle down over time.
Yeah.
And you
It's
definitely
just a matter of you have to be patient to go against this team. Patience is a virtue.
yeah,
Yeah.
you best pull up some popcorn, maybe a little YouTube video on the side because you're gonna be here a while against this team.
Stay hydrated and all that.
Yeah,
Yeah, which hey, calcium could definitely provide the hydration
Yeah.
between Slowbro and Toxapex.
And Rotom Frost can pull up a
Yeah.
cold one with the boys, you know.
Hoopa could take you to like a nice spot for them, I guess.
Slowbro's gonna be late to the event because he forgot, or he thinks it's a month from now.
I adore the whole Slowpoke family. They're such funny little guys.
Yeah, look at him, he's so
Yeah.
happy. Yeah. Oh my god, it's my team.
Whoa.
I know that guy.
I think I know that guy. Yeah, I rebranded this season to the Ironclad Isopods. If you get the reference, awesome. It's Fallout, very popular on Amazon right now.
Yes, very
Magic
good show.
Emerald.
I just finished season 2, in fact.
Pretty good. I know
It
some
is very
people
good.
hate on it, but I enjoyed it. But my team I think is very solid. Not trying to toot my own horn, but I'm pretty happy with the Pokemon that I picked out. I don't think there's any like
Yeah.
bad Pokemon. I guess like maybe Toucannon, but like he's only bad because there's other Pokemon that are way better.
Yeah. There's a lot of normal flying types.
Yeah.
Is Acupressure banned, by the way?
Oh, I don't think so.
Maybe?
Maybe.
Okay, I was just wondering. Like, can it like cause like evasion?
It probably just won't.
Uh,
An
It probably
evasion
just
boost?
won't proc. Like if it activates evasion, it probably just won't do anything.
Okay,
I would imagine.
right. Yeah,
but
I
I'm not
was just
sure.
wondering
yeah.
because that's the move I think of when I think of Pincurchin.
Yeah, random free for alls go crazy. Uh,
Yeah.
wait, obviously, like my main attackers being Halucha with Unburden. The Unburden acrobatics do go crazy. Haxorus with his like 147 attack stat, like one Dragon Dance, and you might just lose. I'm be honest. Galarian Weezing, I love Weezing so much. He's so cool. He was on my other singles team as well, so definitely a good comfort pick. Volcanion was interesting. I was like, most of my other Terra Captain ideas kind of got stolen, so I'm like, let's do Volcanion and see what happens. Obviously, it's a mythical, very strong stats, very unique typing. This will probably be one of the only times I'll be able to get to use Volcanion. So looking
I mean,
forward
what
to
are its weaknesses? Electric, ground, and rock. Is it?
that. That sounds about right.
I think those are its weaknesses.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
that's
so
right.
not much in the way of weaknesses there already, and give it the ability to Terra on top of that.
Yeah, very, very strong. I mean, 130 special attack stat. Nice. But speaking of strong special attack stat, Arboliva is also pretty nice as a Terra Captain. It has 125 special attack stat. It's pretty slow, but that's fine, honestly. For my ground type, I chose Golurk, mainly because it has 2 immunities with Ghost and Ground. Very
Yeah.
awesome. He's got no guard, so you can dynamic punch everything and just confusion stuff. He's got Poltergeist, pretty good stab for a Ghost type.
Yeah.
Mabostip was my budget dark type. He doesn't get knockoff, which kind of sucks, but Stakeout is pretty cool ability.
Takeout is a cool ability, especially in singles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got Reuniclus really late, but I'm glad I did. I love that little goofy goober. Very good.
And it's
Reuniclus.
really good here.
Yeah, very, very good. I got my goat Volbeat. Destiny took me back to him. No other bug types came up to me. They were all taken, so Volbeat came back to me. Lycanroc, very
Where
strong.
does that bring you? Right back to me.
Destiny spoke. Yeah, Lycanroc's also good. Stealth Rock, it's pretty fast. Might go Pincurchin. Set up the terrain. I could do unburden stuff. I think Hunter pointed out I kind of do have access to all the terrains. Psychic I do have to manually set up. Everything else I can set up with
Yeah.
ability.
Yeah.
And then Toucan is a pretty interesting way to deal with physical attackers with Beak Blast. If they hit me, they're gonna get burned. So he has his uses, but I think the rest of my team is pretty good at covering those for the most part.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can go into Uval Canyon.
Yeah. Water absorb on top of having only three weaknesses is and being able to Terra is really really good, especially with that 80 120 90 bulk.
Yeah, definitely very good poke to take advantage. A bit of middling speed, but it's like at the speed where like Choice Scarf is actually a pretty decent option.
Yeah. Because you multiply that by 1.5, it's like what? Like 110, 120 base speed technically?
Yeah. It's pretty good. Very good mythical. Doesn't get a chance to shine, and it's going to as my Terra Captain, my first one. We got Arboliva. Definitely another Pokemon that doesn't really get to come out too often. Kind of.
Yeah, very interesting Pokemon too, I feel.
Yeah, it does not like having normal typing, not gonna lie, but with Terra,
Yeah.
it should help it quite a bit.
You could run some stupid harvest strategy with citrus, protect, substitute, some bullshit like that.
Yeah, I guess other than Earth Power, Arboliva also doesn't really get much coverage, so Terra Blast can help with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm pretty happy as this my secondary Terra Captain. Interesting Pokemon. Hopefully, he gets a chance to do some stuff.
But yeah, again, I feel like you definitely have one of the strongest teams in the format. I mean, the like 4 hazard
You have a
setters,
lot.
2 removers, 3 walls and 5 wall breakers. I mean, what don't you have?
I am trying to think of an answer, but I genuinely cannot find one. But yeah, I'm very happy with my team overall. It definitely had to take some rough turns because I got sniped quite a bit, but it happens, and I'm very happy with the team I ended up with.
Yeah.
Yeah, moving on to Taco's team, another return from last season.
Yeah, with a rebrand now.
Yeah, go to
Yeah.
brand reveal. Right after he picked Hisuian Zoroark, which is a pretty cool team to build, pretty cool Pokemon to build the team around, which I think he definitely.
Yeah, and I also love the Gyarados round 1 pick. It's one I was strongly considering a former mascot of mine as well, so I wanted to shout that out.
Yeah, there's a lot of Pokemon here that are weak to fighting, but I think that's intentionally done to take further advantage of Hisuian Zoroark's unique typing, and I think that's very cool.
Yeah, and really, this is like a mix of bulk and potent offense. I mean, obviously you have the Blissey, the Fortress, Quagsire, Regirock, even like Quillfish, but then you have things like things like Arcanine, Gyarados, and then like Zoroark, Raichu, and Tatsugiri give it like good support. Filleaway, Veluza could be pretty scary even.
Yeah, these are very like high and low Pokemon where like they have one specific job. Some of these Pokemon are kind of hard to flex into different stuff, but they do
Yeah.
their job very well.
Like Gyarados, you don't really see that doing much that isn't, killing people.
Dragon dancing and winning the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not gonna see Fortress like setup sweeping. But there's obviously still very strong tools to take advantage of. And the Terror Captains are also very nice as well. Yeah, we can go more into specifics. Obviously with the mascot pick of Hisui and Zoroark.
Yeah, just being a Terra Captain is rather interesting given that its typing is already really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
the Terra type's probably just gonna be to boost one of its stabs, but like most
Yeah,
of the time,
probably offensive.
like most of the time, it's
Yeah.
it's gonna just be offensive because defensively it's
Terra,
very good.
Terranormal Hyper Voice or something.
Mm-hmm. And with
Yeah,
Water
and
Infused,
also, I mean, if you Terra it, while it's illusion, since we know it's a Terra Captain that could like kind of give it away.
yeah, unless
Yeah.
it's Terra as Regirock, and they have the same Terra type.
Unless, yeah,
Man,
which could be very funny.
that'd be very funny. You Terra type
Yeah.
Regirock, but it's actually Hisui and Zoroark.
Terra fighting Terra Blast or something.
Yeah, it would be very funny. Would
Or
it really make
Focus
sense
Blast.
to do? That I'm not
Zoroark
sure
gets
of.
that.
That'd be very hard to do, but very baller if you pull it off.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Terra Regirock. Wait, that's not Regirock. Yeah, a very
But it has the
mischievous
same typing.
Regirock.
But it has the same typing as what I thought it was anyway.
Yeah, I don't want to say the cheese potential. The mischievous potential of the masquerades here is very high with Zoroark, and I look
Oh
forward
yeah,
to the shenanigans that go on with this thing.
yeah. I'm a big Zoroark enjoyer.
But yeah, I mean,
And Regirock, this thing's gonna be Terra fighting body pressing.
yeah, ow, that's gonna hurt quite a bit. With that
Yeah.
200 defense stat. If it runs clear body, it doesn't have to worry about getting its stats lowered. It's gonna wall things.
Yeah, and I think it probably should run clear body because like, what's really gonna OHKO it anyway?
Yeah. If something was OHKOing Regirock, Sturdy wasn't gonna help you anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, very cool secondary Terra type captain. Regirock can be scary.
Yeah.
And yeah, as we said before, Taco has a lot of good tools. They're kind of difficult to flex into other roles, but they do their roles very, very good.
Yeah, and again, I mean, really, this team has a bit of everything.
Yeah.
Like Fortress is one of the better hazard mons you could have in general, and it could also spin for you. So he's kind of got that little Donphan thing going on.
Yeah, Hisui and Quillfish, I was also strongly considering as a hazard setter for mine. Just with Eviolite, it's just surprisingly hard to get rid of.
Yeah, especially with Eviolite. And Gyarados, like after one, maybe two Dragon Dances at most, he's probably going to be taking half your team with him. And if you try hitting it with an electric move, it might just turn out to be Zoroark instead. And then you actually have to worry about Gyarados in the back.
Yeah.
So lots of stuff to worry about on his team. Yeah, overall, very scary team to have to prep for, because Zora can just scam you out of a win.
Yeah.
Yeah, and especially, I mean, it could be there, but just not even in the lead for all you know.
Yeah, he could just not show up till the end, and you just won't know. You just have to play a guessing game each time a Pokemon comes out. Next up, we have the Eelektrik Mareeps?
Electric Sheep.
Sheeps.
Eelektrik Sheep, yeah,
Yeah, not fully a Mareep, a sheep. Logo
by
pendant.
Adelon.
And yeah, a very cool team, for sure.
Yeah.
Pretty good fire, water, grass core. Electros,
Yes.
no weakness.
Swampert, Venusaur,
Yeah, I love the Swampert
Chestnut,
pick.
Flygon, those Lycanroc, just some standout mons, you know.
Mhm. And Cloyster with Shell Smash stuff. There's definitely a good amount of stuff to worry about here. Even like Choice Band, like Dust Lycanroc is gonna be rocking your team if you're not prepped for it. Yeah, going more into depth of the Terra Captain being Electros, which kind of likes its typing for the most part.
Yeah, it has no weaknesses already.
Yeah, but it could definitely use it to take advantage of some like coverage moves if it wants, or to just power up its electric type moves even
Yeah, I could
higher.
see just a Terra Electric to just further boost its damage.
Mhm.
It's like Terra Electric Volt switching around.
Yeah, kind of being a little annoying. Maybe not volt switching too much because of the speed stats not especially high, but it's got some decent bulk. 80, 80, 85. This is not too bad. Especially considering it has no weaknesses on base type. So overall, pretty solid Terra Captain to have.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next up, Holy Special Bulk gets Florges.
Yikes, I did not know it had that much special defense. Holy.
Kind of insane.
What does Symbiosis do?
Symbiosis, let me see.
Not useful in singles.
It's a doubles ability.
Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, so it'll be running Flower Veil.
Yeah.
And even then, it's not really that useful
Which,
unless you
yeah,
Terra
which
Grass it.
again is a more doubles oriented ability.
Wow, this thing has a lot of doubles oriented abilities for it being not that great in doubles.
Yeah.
That is tragic. But I think I'm not sure if the ability procs if it is grass type. If it does, then it's
From what I'm
cool.
seeing, if you Terra Grass it, it can benefit from Flower Veil because it affects all mons on your side.
Okay, so that could definitely be a use for it as a Terra Captain. But otherwise, I mean, it
Yeah, you could
definitely
use it with like a Terra Grass with like a Cop Mindset, Flower Veil.
yeah. Or just like Terra Fairy. I mean, 112 special attack with like a Moon Blast, it's gonna be hitting pretty hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely a unique Terra Captain.
Good wall can provide wish support.
Oh yeah, Wish is very good for single, especially for it being as tanky as it is.
Yeah, you could even Terra Fairy Misty Explosion.
That would be a baller way to get a kill.
Yeah. There's also just, just setting up a Calm Mind and making that special defense even bulkier and boosting up the special attack as well. And you get
Yeah.
one or two of those off and you just start going crazy.
Yeah, definitely positioned correctly. This thing can definitely take over games.
Be another just well-rounded team
Mhm.
to add to
Yeah.
the list.
Lots of hazards.
Yeah, wow.
I think they have access to every hazard in the game. At least every
I
Yeah,
believe-
notable
Charge
one.
Bug with web. Yeah.
Does Flygon get a Toxic Spikes? Or Lycanroc?
I think Frogadier might. Let me check.
Oh, right, Frogadier.
Yeah, it does.
I think. Yeah, it's Frogadier.
Yeah, every hazard in the game, kind of a flex to have, not gonna lie. Very useful. Some pretty good tanks. We're talking about Florges. Cloyster can kind of take over a game if you let it Shell Smash, and then Swampert is just only weak to grass. That's always nice to have.
Yeah. Swampert and Florges are just really good bulk core.
Mhm. So you have a very solid team and lots of hazard.
Yeah.
So if you do not have a spinner defogger, have fun.
And now we get to our reigning champs, Hunter's Wayward Weaviles, coming back with a new addition of the team, led by the one and only Sandy Shocks, featuring an evolved Strudel now with Graphii. Definitely having some terrain shenanigans and an Eviolite Bisharp Terra Captain to wrap it all up too. Feels another very threatening team.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's lots of like little synergy here.
Yeah, start off. Iron Leaves is a very good Terra Captain choice. Choice given Grass Psychic definitely has its fair share of weaknesses, and Terrestrializing can really help can really help you turn those weaknesses into resistance, just like Terra Fire or Fighting or Electric. It just has a lot of really good options to salvage the main drawback of this mod, which is that typing.
Yeah. Like, just being able to Terra out of that typing, which is just... Being quad weak to U-turn sucks. It really
Yeah.
does. But just being able to Terra out of that, for instance, Fighting... Fighting's like the main one that's sticking out for me. Just because it provides just great coverage. But even something like a Fire or whatever, Terra Blast can give you anything, really. And still having access to Grass and Side Blade, because it's the only psychic move it gets. It's pretty useful. Especially with that 104 speed, it will get a hit in before it dies.
And now we go to this. Oh boy. Eviolite Bisharp that can Terra.
Yep.
Uh-oh. We're in danger. Who let this happen in the last round?
Everyone, because we did not have... no one had points to stop it.
Yeah. Hunter played his draft really well. As we can see by this.
Yeah, this guy's just really good.
Yeah, and being
Unfortunately,
able
losing
to
access
get rid of that
to...
big fighting weakness.
Yeah. And unfortunately, this mod lost access to knockoff because Game Freak thought, yeah, Kingambit with knockoff is too good.
Yeah.
But it still has great utility with Iron Head, Sucker Punch, Swords Dance can even set up. It's just a really useful mon to have, especially as a Terra Captain.
Yeah, definitely is. Without a doubt. And I mean, it can run like... You don't really have to worry about Intimidate between whichever ability you select, Defiant, Order, Focus. I think Defiant is probably the more valuable of the two on Bisharp here. Looking over, I mean, once again, we see multiple mons in every single team role, including a staggeringly high amount of sweepers with 6.
Yeah. Just especially having access to with like like these annoying mons like Tinkaton, Grafai, Rabombi, and the combination of the sweepers and wall breakers with Sandy Shocks, uh, Sandy Shocks and Iron Leaves. This team really is going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, a championship repeat would definitely not surprise me here.
Yeah. Gotta defend that title somehow.
Yeah. Now we go over to a returning fan favorite, the Ludicrous Lugias, led by Levin.
Yes.
Who we have. Yes, your eyes are not deceiving you. That is all 3 members of the Piplup line. Gotta love it.
Yeah. Monkey Dory's a funny little guy.
Don't
Just
say
with
that to
the
TCG players.
yeah. 106 speed, 130 special attack. It can do numbers, especially if you Terra out of Poison Psychic, which is okay
It's
defensively,
pretty
but
good.
it's, Monkey Dory doesn't exactly have the stat line to back that up, you know?
Yeah, and also it could just use it to just get coverage from Terra Blast as well with like ground, fire, fighting.
Yeah, having access to coverage like that on a mon that powerful is pretty scary.
Yeah, wow, I don't think I realized the special attack stat was that high.
I
Yeah, just
mean, to be
otherwise it's
fair, it
just
is a legendary Pokemon, so
yeah. Yeah, just overall this thing thrives on its support. I mean, I mean, Toxic Chain while getting like fake out and U-turn is just ugh.
yeah. Hell, you can even run something like an Assault Vest set with fake out U-turn, Sludge Wave, and
Yeah.
Psyshock maybe. Definitely pretty scary.
Yeah, now Ditto as a Terra Captain is pretty interesting. I mean, I could see it going for just like a generally good defensive Terra like Fairy Steel or Water. Really,
Yeah,
I mean, just something that's just in general good rather than covering for specific things because well, you don't exactly know what you're going to be in advance.
yeah. Ditto's overall an interesting Pokemon to have as a Terra Captain because it's just so unpredictable in nature.
Yeah, and this just makes it even more unpredictable.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ditto just in general is a scary mon to be up against regardless.
Yeah. Especially when you copy the stats of an already set up Pokemon and you outspeed it because of your choice scarf. Not
Yep.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah, you learned that the hard way, Denny.
Yeah. Moving on. Anyway, we have no hazards and no hazard removal here, but that's not necessarily true because we have Ditto at Smeargle, which could do literally anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of disruption here. I mean, Sableye and Gengar. Gengar, I think, is really, really strong in here.
Yeah.
I was honestly a bit surprised it made the cut.
Yeah, I'd say the only thing like kind of hampering Levin's team is that his Pokemon are either poison or water type. Like, there
Oh
are very few
yeah.
Pokemon that aren't one of those two typings.
There's poison and water typing, then there's Ditto, Smeargle, and Heracross.
Yeah, and Sableye too.
Oh yeah. But I think it slipped through because it's purple.
Yeah. It's just something that's noticeable that you could easily take advantage of when building against this team.
Definitely.
You run an electric move, you run a ground or psychic move, and it's like, oh, all of his Pokemon kind of just die.
Yeah. Very interesting team. We could probably expect to see a lot of shenanigans here from the Ludicrous Lugias as per usual.
Yes.
If you've seen prior seasons, you'll understand. And last but certainly not least, we have another newcomer with Chris, aka Zebra Worm, and the Moonlight Mayhem. Starting things off with a couple of very good fairy types in Hatterene and Grimmsnarl, or Snarl, the Great Clodsire, going further in on the singles size spam look with Armarouge, Gastrodon, and Earthworm providing immunities is always scary to see. That Oricorio is especially terrifying because it could be any of the 4 forms.
Yes. It doesn't have Terra, but it kind of has Terra.
Yeah. Yeah. And oh yeah, Terra Captain Regigigas is there too.
Definitely an interesting thing to deal with if you let that thing stay there for all 5 turns of slow start.
Yeah. Yeah, looking at Armarouge here as the first Terra Captain, I mean, Terra Grass pretty much, like, jumps right out at me right away.
Yeah, especially with Flash
Especially
Fire.
with... Yeah, exactly.
Very, very good.
I could definitely see Weak Armor being the ability of choice to run, though. In general, it's a good ability. Especially, like, if you go to, like, a good defensive Terra to, like, get while getting Weak Armor activated.
Yeah. Depends on what team you're preparing for, but something like a Steel as well is honestly a pretty good typing here.
Yeah.
You get great defenses, you get Flash Fire to negate fire weaknesses. But yeah, like, you're able to get...
And then you could Terra and just use it as a setup sweeper.
Yeah.
Especially if you run Weak Armor.
Yeah, Weak Armor, Armor Cannons, or something.
Yeah.
And our final Terra Captain, Regigigas.
Yep, it's the big boy. Hampered by slow start, but even with that, he's a very bulky boy, can maintain around, and once that slow start ends, you better watch out. This thing, honestly, in my opinion, is an absolute steal at only 1 point.
Yeah. It's definitely got ways to live all 5 of those turns of slow start. You can use protect and substitute strategies, maybe give it like knock off body slam or something. And then you have to deal with the base 100 160 attack Pokemon on the opposing side, and it's like, oh no. Certainly interesting.
Yeah. Yeah,
So overall,
overall,
we've
this
got
is another very bulky team.
yeah, a
Bulky team
lot of
wants to play the
walls.
long game and then sweep you.
Yeah, a lot of walls, a lot of sweepers here. Only Oricorio as our sole hazard removal though isn't the best thing ever. Especially when, depending on the form, it kind of takes a lot from Stealth Rock, so you're kind of forced to run boots on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then there's just not a lot of immediate damage, like with Armor Rouge being the main wall breaker. It's kind of, most of the team requires a lot of setup to really get to that point. Obviously, the walls help with it a little bit, and with the hazards can start to stack up, but it takes a little to get all that immediate type of damage.
Yeah, definitely. This is a very interesting team. One I think is definitely well threatening in the right situation.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, with that team,
Yeah,
that does
there
wrap
we
up
have
all
it.
of our teams.
So here are the real questions, I guess. After going over every team like this, who do you think won the draft? Just based on, Pokemon picks alone. Obviously, we still have 8 weeks
Yeah.
8 weeks plus to get through to determine who actually won. But based on first impressions here,
I still
how are
think
we
I
feeling?
like Waffle's team quite a bit, so I'll
Yeah,
go with Waffle.
Waffles team, yours Armando, and speaking of first impression, Marcus's team.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Lokex combined with the Spoffet was just so scary. It's so
Yeah.
scary.
And I really like for Alligator, Sylveon, and Donphan together. I think those were all great picks as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can move on to some of our first week matches that we can look forward to next week.
Yippee.
Definitely. Well, Daniel, you have Marcus right off the bat.
Yeah, not great. Not great. Not looking forward to it.
Yeah, and Armando, you have DJ.
Yeah, I have to put down a lot of my past favorite Pokemon, like Snorlax
Yeah.
or my Cleavor that I had last single season.
Yeah, I'm facing off against Zebra in what should be a pretty interesting matchup.
Yeah.
But
Honestly, I think all the matches are
yeah, I think everything's pretty
even this time
compelling. I like
around,
I like Mark vs. Cal a lot on paper.
That match should be
Taco versus
fun.
Adelaide.
To commentate, I don't know, but it should be fun.
True. Yeah, Taco Lover vs. Adeline should be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely a lot of fun matches to look forward to. Maybe not the cow one, but all the other ones are
Yeah.
fun to
That's
watch
how
and
that's how
commentate.
stall goes.
Yeah.
It wins. It's not a great spectator sport.
Yeah, definitely not.
Cal's in the doghouse this season.
Yeah, sorry, man.
Lots and lots to look forward to in this Hofstra Esports Draft League Season 4. Lots of banger matchups.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see how this season shakes up, just because I'm just curious to see how a lower power level ends up turning out,
Lots of cool Pokemon get some good potential now.
Like, in what world am I the first overall pick, and I'm saying, yeah, I'm taking Conkeldurr, that is a lock for me. Like, not
Yeah.
many worlds can I say that.
Yeah, this is truly
Yeah,
a
but
one of
I
a
think
kind
that's
draft.
the beauty of this.
Yeah.
You won't get this action anywhere else, so make sure to stay tuned and keep watching.
Yes.
Indeedy.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, that will be all from us for the draft overview of Season 4. This has been me, Armando Scrumptious, with my fellow co-host.
And Daniel.
And Cygnus.
And that will be
Or
us
Denny,
signing
whichever
off
you prefer.
for the week. See you all next week for week 1 of our matches.
Woo!
Woohoo! Yay!